Hi there. Let me share my screen first. Mm. There are a lot of cockroaches around my place now. It's kind of roaming here and there. Hmm. Let me check the data first. So we had data unemployment claims at 8:30. So yeah, so we can hop into the chat. I don't know. I didn't get any messages like Gmail so far in top step. So I have to ask them like what happened exactly. So then I have to plan something. So wanna delete all those lines, go to daily time frame. It has some daily picture. What's going on in daily time frame? We're at what spot? You can clearly see from this expansion, 200 below. I wanna see this. Let it put like this because so we are keep on sweeping these lows, and you can clearly see it's the last three lows, 3 days lows has been swept close higher, break all these levels and expand till this point, which means it basically filled up the gap. Then it's pulled back to the 50% level. Let me see if there is any sort of buy model we can expect to shoot up to the upside. I don't think price come all the way down to here, so I wait something to happen here. So it makes some sense. So previous day it's just dropping, right? So this is the previous day session, like rejection, then it's straight back higher, then it's drops lower, close here. Then it's open up, take the previous day low, and then reach the 50% level, and let me see what's going to happen next. And this is the swing which we have right now, and uh we are at the 50% level here, but you can clearly see it's kind of closed below the 50% level. If I want to mark this out, that means that may be clear. Okay. So if the price stay above this 50% level, it will be a good push for me to go for buy. But since it's break and it's rejecting upside, so the potential of the price to go lower, like to this quarter is higher now. This place is higher now because simple, yeah, it's not completely breached the low, it's completely breached the parallel gap, but it's breached the 50% level. That's reach a 50% level and rejection here, and again next candle, trade back higher rejection, next candle rejection. It's keep on rejecting this level, so it's good for me to go for short and expecting this low to take and this low to take. That will be the optimal thing for me, honestly. So this is the low that breaks this low. So if I want to check this whole range, yeah, this is the last swing that break the structure. Let's pull back pretty close to the 75 DRT. And it's kind of break that 50% level. Latest boom, now it's break. Again it's latest, drop down. So okay, let me see. I just have this current leg. That's it. Wanna go to 1 hour? Do I get anything in 1 hour? So obviously 1 hour we don't find anything like gap down, boom, straight up, filled up this gap. Then it started drops down. I clearly see it drops down like a trend line. So we are at the equilibrium level. No fair value gap in 1 hour though. We don't find any fair value gaps. So we are technically holding out of this fair value gap, which is the last formed fair value gap. So unless or until it gets flipped, this should be bearish. So it's sweep all these highs. Okay. Yeah. So it's my market is dropping down. Every family gap holding the price. So the price inside this fair value gap, and it's declared out all this engineered liquidity inside this range. So if it's break and displace, we can expect the price to go lower. So it's there's no point for me to go bullish since this fair value gap holding the price. That's fair enough. I just want to mark this for early fair value gap which hold the price. So I just want to delete this for now. So we are inside the we are at the equilibrium level and also we are inside the 405 value gap. And you can clearly see it's trying to flip instead it's filled the high and drop down. If it breaks below, we can expect the price to drop here and next quarter, and that will be the good target for me. Yeah, man. In 15 minutes, they already got the market structure shift, so we can go bearish inside this range. So we can delete this for now. So yeah, we got a nice drop, nice reaction, burn. So we can clearly see the liquidity one, two, three has been taken. Then it drops down. Clean change the state of delivery. Clean inversion plus change the state of delivery. So if it's pull back to this spot, we can look for short and expecting this lows to take. That would be the optimal idea for today. That's it. Nothing much to talk. Let me see what's going to happen here. And what happened? Price recently take this liquidity. Price recently take this liquidity, which is buy side. So some sort of buy side liquidity less Harley FAG. So some sort of buy side liquidity inside Harley FAG, like the fair value gap. So we got a big displacement, change the state with fair value gap. So we are technically bearish here. So let me see what's going to happen next. So what about indicator? As it indicator zones. Damn man. You got it, bro. It drops down, trade by fire, and not even reach the 50% level. And take this low. Consolidate, heavily consolidated here. Drops lower. Heavily consolidated right before the Asian session. Drops lower. We got a clean inversion. And you can clearly see that inversion holding the price inside that inversion. What happened? High, low. So this low. So this is the inversion. So this low is continuously getting protected. So price went at what? So around 2:30, 2 o'clock, what happened? So inversion, we already break this level. So this is the one which keep on holding, right? Yeah. And again, it's drops down, pull back to this level again, and sweep this low. Now it's breakout structure plus this inversion. That is also inverted here, and it stayed all the way up to. So from this point around 225, it reached Asian high, like swept the Asian high around 355. So basically, when it comes to 3 o'clock, we're already here. So there is no entry, honestly, for me. Could be an entry if I got this move, but it's not something doable, right? It's not something I can do. Even if I go to any time frame, it's not one I could do. Low, high, low, inversion, breakout structure, and then pull back. Again, inversion, breakup structure, inversion, breakup structure, go all the way up to that Asian high. Then it drops down. So for this range, it drops down to 75 DRT if I'm not wrong. For the whole range, if I take the whole range. Fucking hell, bro. For the whole range, it just the thing is, bro. The thing is, if you go all the way up and sweep the high, right, the Asian high, right, then there is no structure form like this. There is no structure. There is no accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So we got a huge pool of accumulation, and it's manipulated here. Inversion, pick up structure, pullback. The low has been protected. Then it's again inversion, break of structure, so then entered, put the stop at the low and targeting this high. That would be, if I'm not wrong, technically it would be like 9 pips and we got like 20 pips. That's it. If we target this, that's 21 pips. So it's basically 1 is to 2. So it's basically 1 is to 2. If you put a tight stop, if you put a tight stop here, it's basically like 8, 8. You can put like third candle low, right? It's 8.7. And let's give like 1 is to this would be my target. So it's 1 is to basically 1 is to 2.2 or 2.3, something like that. Nothing much. It's not a big move, right? It's not even a big move, bro. So this is what I could do. So you can clearly see that after the sweep, there is no structure like this. It just dump, it just start to dump, it's just start to inverted this, and then you can see the weak candles. It kind of keep on coming weak, getting weaker and weaker. Like there is no structure, there is no volume candles. That's just like sweep and just dump. No structure, nothing like this. So just sweep the high. Yeah, of course, it's a hard entry fair value gap. It's drops down, but it's kind of a fast leg. According to my knowledge, it's just a fast leg, just a pullback for this swing. Just give the pullback. If you see that pullback will reach like exactly to the 75 DRT, to the tick, to this inefficiency, right? To have we have this inefficiency at 3 minutes. This is our breaker, so the price not even tap the breaker, right? So it's go all the way up, drops down, keep on dropping around 454. Now it's give this inversion. Got it? That's the game, bro. It's just a pullback, just a fast leg for this one. As soon as it reaches the 75 DRT, which is the fair value, which we have the fair value, yeah, plus this break of structure, plus the initial inversion. So this is where the price comes. Then it start to move. Give this inversion, pull back. We wait for the change of break of structure. So we get the inversion, but price not goes higher. It's pull back and spend some time here. Then it gives a change the state of delivery. Clear change the state of delivery. We enter. Put the stop at this. No, we want to enter this trade. So this would be like a beautiful trade, right? If you enter here, the stop loss would be like we can put it here at like the 1, 2, 3. So we can put it around here. So 9 pips should be my stop loss. I can put it here if I want, like the body. So instead of that, I just want to put some decent, I want to give some breathing room, like 9 pips. So I want to target this side. So this should be my targets, right? So it's basically 9 pips, and it's technically give 25 pips. Honestly, it's ran out of liquidity. The liquidity on the top, it's clear liquidity has been ran significantly at this point. This is the ran out of liquidity. Ran out of liquidity, then it's displaced lower, change of structure. You have a nice displacement, so you have to look for some sort of short and targeting this lows. That's the plan right now. But right now it's like it's exactly reached the 75 DRT. See that aspect here, and we are inverting this. Pull back, break out structure, boom, pull back to that spot. It's failed to take this high. Instead, it's pulled back to that spot. Respect this structure. Again, it's kind of we can read it properly. We as soon as price reached this spot, we again inverted this gap, pull back, holding this parallel gap, then it started to pump up. So it's kind of like 6:45 to 7:45. So it's this move is from like six o'clock, like 6:30. If you see this move, it's like 6:30 to 7:45. It's a good move. Overall, it's a good move, bro. So it's drops down, it's pulled back to take this low. So at this point, we took this internal liquidity and reached the fair value. I mean, do we have any fair value in 5 minutes? Of course, man. Of course, right. This is we got the 5 minutes gap with the breakup structure with this inversion. So price drops down to this spot. Then it start to pump up to take this liquidity. Then it's doing something. So as soon as we it's take this liquidity and we get this reaction, we are entering here, but technically we will enter here, if we get anything, if we get any kind of uh, any kind of 1 minute model, we can enter here, right? Do I get anything in 1 minute around here? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course you get something. Not very bad. Drops all the way down. As soon as it reached this spot, we got a big displacement. We got this inversion and it created a valley gap. And as you can clearly see, it's internal sweep, breakup structure. So we could have entered this and stop loss would be here 544, sorry, 7, 8 pips, and it will so nice to open solid. So if you can see, like drop down to the 75 DRT, we displace higher. You can see there is no change of structure yet. This will be the change break of structure for me. So right now it's just inverted this gap, goes up to this spot and drops down. So we can clearly see it's keep on holding low. So it's engineered the liquidity here and out of liquidity now it's the break of structure. Good directional candle. We enter here to the stop of this low and targeting this. It's not only goes there, it's leave the liquidity open at the top and drops down to that fair value gap, which is the breaker, like it's a low, the last time that hold the price with the break of structure and fair value gap. As soon as price reach that spot, and again the same model, like again it's same model, like reach that spot, rebalance this fair value gap, try to take this low, instead break of structure, inversion with nice displacement, and this gap keep on holding, push the price high. What else I could do? It's the same fucking thing happening every single time. All I need to do position myself properly, but it's okay. Now the 9 o'clock. So we got the market structure shift and displacement inversions and everything. We marked with a 15 minutes gap, and you can clearly see price just span this low and it's pulled back. So now it's gives us short pullback. So I'm waiting. I'm just wait till the point price reach my 1 hour, like what is that mean? Like the 15 minutes fair value gap, but I also need to mark my what is this? Higher time frame wise, it's a quadrant. We could do if that fair value get flipped, we could do expect the price to drop even lower to the next quadrant. That should be like the plan. So one thing I should notice, like this guy's all right, bro, all right. That's awesome. So the only thing which I wanna do is see this. So there is a expansion move after this ran out of liquidity inside the valley gap. It's big drop, breakup structure. So It's come all the way down and sweep that 75 ERT low again, and it's pulled back to this 15 minutes. So we are entering the 15-minute zone. So if we so technically we inverted this gap. If we print any sort of market maker model, I would target lower prices like this and this. If not, then it will be like because we dropped so badly, then we reach the equilibrium level and we're holding the 4 hour 5 hour gap and we give the 15-minute inversion change of structure. So we could even expect some higher prices. That's it, nothing else. So technically for now, it's like swept that low again. Okay. Technically for now, it just swept that low again. It's kind of giving pullback, no proper structure in any time frame, honestly, for me. I just do that inversions and reach that spot. In 5 minutes, yeah, it's the same thing. It just it just ran out of liquidity. We got this inversions and we got see that low has been break and drops down. So we are reaching the 15 minutes. Yeah, technically we have two primaries. The one at 50% level, one at 75 DRT. In 5 minutes as well. So let me see how it's gonna work. It's giving some deep pullbacks. I don't know how it's gonna work. Let me see. If I find any structure, I will go for it. Otherwise, just call it late. That's it. With the man, it's got really good man. So first entry at 225, 225. Second entry at 525. The not limited then the big emotion, big emotion. So yes, every time and step of the same. Would be like around 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock there's an entry bro. Fucking hell 8 o'clock. Yeah. Thus it's clearly ran out of liquidity. So we are clearly noted this gap and it's formed this value gap. As soon as it's get reach this spot we enter. Because that's pretty much it, bro. It's as soon as it's created a value we enter, stop at like 1, 2, 3. So we put the stop at this spot and expect the price to drop slower. We don't know anything yet, brother. We're just waiting and see what's happening. Waiting and seeing what's going on. Just ran out of liquidity, it drops so badly. Take this low, take this low, then it's pull back. So if it's print something for me to go for an entry, I will go for it. Other I don't think I will expect the price to reach here. I expect only some sort of model here. So we can expect the lower prices, but the thing is had to be like right. On the other hand, you can see the 15 minutes gaps already has been ran through. The loss accumulation manipulation, break of structure here, pull back, holding out of this gap, inversion plus holding this level, and we ran all this parallel gap, step, pull back to the breaker, to that initial inversion, to that initial inversion, yeah. Then it again pull back, again drops down. From this low, we got pretty much we about to get this inversion. So, yeah. You should look for either side, but we are not supposed to look for just one side. It seems like in this perspective, it seems like so this loss already has been taken. Mm. Asian high taken, Asian low taken, London low hasn't been taken yet. So London high taken. So we could expect the price to drop slow to take this loss. The order flow is lower. We are holding the high taken fair value gaps, and we are changing the state fair value gaps. So it's pretty much the good place for me to look for short and targeting this places. No confusion. We're just waiting. Go ahead. Take this high. I'm just waiting. If there is no structure, just press dumps. Let it be, brother. Just let it be. Can't do anything. Pull back to the 50% level. Now it's rebalancing this. Recently found the gaps. At least I could read the market, right? Yeah, the thing is, the entry is not, the entry is kind of all over the place. I should you be at least, I should be at 2 o'clock. The entry is at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock to 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. There is no particular entry, but the thing is, if you are reading 1 minute, and if you are like after the sweep, look at this sweep, maybe the fast yeah, your accommodation, your innovation, your yeah, all that. This is very important. Not a solid entry, man. That's it, yeah, because it's huge canvas, right? So it's kind of confusing. And it's liquidity speed, big fair value there. Inverter rebalancing the drops. So it's not about that, bro. It's not about that. The only entry, if I'm not wrong, it's go up. So this like market 3 o'clock, so goes up, and this liquidity. What happened again? If I value yeah. So far holding. Now at this particular spot it's getting left and you can clearly raise respect go drop slow. If we noted both gaps. And the third candle low also one, two, three has been swept and it's created this imbalance. So we entered here, it is target this side. As soon as this is this what we entered here, it is target this side and targeting was doing this. That's a good scalp if I'm not wrong. If you want to enter this trade, it's already noted both and created the 5 value. So we entered here with the start of this candle, three third candle high. So one, two, three. So it was start of the third candle. One, two, three. So if this guy gets inverted like this, so we can enter, put a stop with the high. So you can do those kind of things because it's a liquidity sweep and it's kind of consolidated bed and it's inverted here. So we can enter here and put the stop at this high and expecting just to get flip, but it's not high probability setups mode. Maybe this could be a good scalp if I'm not wrong. So I could have entered inside this bar value gap or else this reaction candle and I put the stop at the third candle high and I expect the price to drop to at least this lows. So I could take my 1:1 here and I will leave the rest to 1:2. So it's both has been done. 1:2.5 bro. It's not a bad rate. Short risk bar ratio, good scalp. So to exactly to the breaker spot or else to the high time value or else the first inversion. And that's a good scalp, man. Even if we are not entering here or here, it should be a good scalp. What happened? What the fuck? Change the state, boom, pull back to the 50% level. We are inverting the fucking gaps. I couldn't take this, bro. What the fuck, bro? Yeah, man, that's ran out of liquidity, drops down, bit of structure, pull back to the pull just pull back to the 50% level. So as soon as it's reached the 50% level, let me wait. Pull back to that 50% level, swept this low high, and we technically inverted this gap, and we about inverted this gap. So we are good. So I'm just waiting in 5 minutes. Don't say it's 3 minutes because 5 minutes is pretty clear. Let's go up all the way to the equilibrium level. Clean, and we are like holding this gap so far. Let me wait, bro. Don't go for anything. Just be patient. Yeah, patience. It's holding, right? I am not making any kind of shake for me so far, so I had to make a shake. Mm. Yeah. Mm. It's the sound footage in my country. Can't get any structure right. So the perfect note into this game. Just some plain note in this game. And into this game. Yeah, but all these good departments. That's some plain note of this game, man. I have a good speculation like yeah, it's inversion, like it's clear inversion. Right instruction and this business. So I expect the price to pull back to 50% out of the 15 gap. So if it's trending sort of more, I should go for it and target this levels. That will be like the low ratio should be the target. But it's kind of going to happen soon, but it's not allowing me to enter because there's no model for me. Honestly, it's reached that spot, created this imbalance, go to 3 minutes, let's assume reach that spot, created this imbalances, we got one node, which that's what created this one and two imbalances. And we are like, honestly speaking, I could take this, but that's like, fuck, go all the way up, nice drop, and you can really see it's technically inverted this gap, and it's created this gap, and you can clearly see it's respecting and drops down. We enter to this double high, targeting this. Well, that would be good, not bad at all, but it's okay, I'll go. The only entry I could do, just like the Sasana space reach that 50% level, we enter here, stop with this on the ERT, top should be at this high. So how to see this candle to play out like this. Easy target. See for me it's an easy target. But we don't know that. We don't know anything else. But after this, like okay, fine. So we are going up, executing this like agree with the order, like 50% level, agree with the order, and we are like if I'm supposed to put my stop loss at this side, so I could do wait for any sort of inversion in 1 minute. So if I wait for any sort of inversion, this is an inversion. This too is an inversion and pull back to that inverted point. Right, the first candle is as an inverter. It is a family. Let's pull back to this first inversion and second inversion and body stayed inside this family, drops down, and there's liquidities. Genuinely, I can't do anything with it. Genuinely, I can't do anything. I'd wait in 5 minutes and see what the fuck is just happened. Bro. Low, high, reverse the travel drops down, sweep this low. So London Road, in time, this low, sorry, in time, just sweep this low. What happened here? That's determined everything. So it goes up, tap, next kind of drops down, sweep. So what I think will happen inside the same determine everything. Just sit on hands in it. 3 minutes and watch the play section. I oh it's a time to do some milkshake. It's bad. No plan. So you introduce to do it. ನೀವು ಫೋಟೋ ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ uno normalmente கொடுக்கல அவங்க சரி கொஞ்சம் டேஸ் வந்து கன்ஃபார்ம் ஆகும் நான் டேஸ் பண்ணி அவன் பண்ணிருக்கானா நீங்க பண்ணீங்களா ரொம்ப முறையில மாட்டுதான் ఇప్పుడు నాలుగు వస్తున్నారు ఆడ చూస్తే అడిగారు Dressing sentimental no. See, yes. Other degree, 0 degree, basically. Okay. 0 degree and 1 with -3. -3, yeah. Create a position. Such emotion, pangalaga, boy. I just need to wait. Still a lot of liquidity at the bottom, so I have to wait. So if you want to buy here, what's the point? What's the target? What's obvious here? There's nothing obvious here, right? So far, I didn't find anything obvious. So when the price reached that spot, I was very willing to go for sell, but it's unfortunately went without me. So I cannot able to catch that move because it's totally nothing for me to take that. So besides that, what should I do? Take this liquidity, yeah, swap this liquidity, this higher inversion for value. It's if they you will expect a price to that point, which doesn't mean you can enter the trade. It's not about entering the trade. It's about speculating in the market. What's happening? It's if it's what's going to happen is going to if this continue to hold. If it's break, it will reach that spot. Then it's just print any sort of model like yesterday at around 75 80. I'll take this guy, take this guy, and print some model and shoot down. Or else it just give the breakup structure inversion, displace higher pullback, boom, continuation. Because we can think either side because we are inside the 4 hour 5 hour for sure. On the other hand, we are like holding that 1 hour 5 hour gap in opposite side and sweep the liquidity breakup structure 5 hour gap. This please when everything happened for bearish, so we can look for bearish. So there is a lot of things, so I can go for that. But most of the entries are not in my predetermined places. The thing is, this is a good entry that was happened at around 8 o'clock. This is a good entry, but I couldn't catch it because it's It's not a proper. It's not formed in a proper way. Could you take this entry as soon as it's reached at 50% level, give these two inversions with this fair value gap. So as soon as I see this reaction, I should enter here and put the stop at like 1, 2, 3 third candle high, expecting this to take. That's what exactly happened, but it's not the case. I'm not willing to trade this kind of trades. I'm willing to trade the proper model in most cases. So I don't want to do it. Just like I don't want to do it. It's like because of just there's one big five area and all times I would get inverted, boom, drops down, take this liquidity. Swept, not take, just swept. Swept this liquidity, this higher. So I was not confident in any direction, bro. I just wait. I need to wait and see any sort of major liquidity to take unless or until I don't want to take it. If this London low has been taken and this low has been taken and it's kind of gives something, then it's gonna be good for me to take target sometime. If not, why the fuck I need to go for it inside this range? This is the good place, so I can short and target this low and these lows. If it's not this, what else I could do? Get that innovations, boom, sweep, pull back to that spot. So we don't like to see any place. It's this place. Yeah. Mhm. Makes sense, man. Just watch it. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Oh, not really negotiation is right. You just let them do it. Adaptability changes to equal to the 50% level. We invented all these gaps and start holding this gap. Sweat. Um, Had to be careful at 11 o'clock, brother. So this is some sort of liquidity plus value gap. So the liquidity, like this is the where you can find the lost bias, right? So that's place and this place it's a liquidity, right? The first basically is take this eye, you get like one and two inversions. And if you just see it, it's not only inverted this, but it's also released that inversion spot. You got the two inversions, sweep, boom, pull back to the first inversion, then it's boom, drop lower. Take the London session low, and this is the low which remain intact so far. Let me see what's going to happen here. Let me see, man. Like out of the TAD, because structure, value, the hold the price. Yeah, man. Got ran through with this break, pulled back to the 50% level. Directly at inversion, boom, pulled back to that inversion candle, holdings. Take this lows, but it's keep on sweeping, right? Let me see. Not, not bad. Solid. Not solid. It's, um, some Asian, Shanghai, back, drops lower. So everything has been taken out there, right? The high, the low, everything has been taken. And this is also taken here. Last, particular time touching and taking it. Yeah. Now it's forming an SMT thing. Got it? Yeah. Can say it here. It's forming an SMT thing. So let me see my SMT thing here. And we got last one again got inverters here. So you can expect the place to raise this high. If you want to see this, the last inversion plus the third candle has been swept. So let me go for a buy here. Now at this range, stop should be at the third candle low. So just low and expecting the price to go to the 50% level again. Quick scalp, let me see how it will work. Because what's the whole idea? The whole idea is simple. Drops down, pull back, boom, taken, reverse this level, boom, swept this low for banana. The banana has been swept. So major low hasn't been swept yet because it's an SMT thing. So banana has been swept, this low has not been swept, so this is also an SMT. And if you want to see something else, and this is already been swept. So another time frame, I don't get any structure. If I got 5 minutes in it, nothing for me to go for buy or sell. I should wait for at least this high to break so I can think about buying. In 3 minutes, nothing for me to go for anything else. In 1 minute, I have that entry. Okay, have that entry. As soon as it's breached this high, as soon as it's breached this high, I will make my entry to break now. So this would be my break-even point. Okay, I will put this, but I want to, once the body has been breached, I will want to make the entry to break even. Let me see how it's gonna work. We got that SMT, we got that inversion, wait for the change the state of delivery. Right? Yeah. Pause. Easiest avoidable, but yeah, the rallyക്ക് pullback കൊടുത്തത് 50% ലെവலுக்கு அங்கே லிக்விட் அந்த லிக்விட் ஸ்வீப் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த இடத்துல லிமிட் ஆர்டர் போட்டு வச்சுட்டு மேலே டாப் லாஸ் பண்ணிடலாம். குட் என்ட்ரி. ஏன்னா அது பிளைண்ட் ஷாட், ஜஸ்ட் பிளைண்ட் ஸ்லாப், ப்ரீடிட்டர்மைண்ட் மாடலை வச்சு. இல்லைன்னா உள்ள போயிட்டு அந்த டூ இன்வர்ஷன் கொடுத்து ஃபேவரே கிரியேட் உள்ள ரிஜெக்ஷன் பார்த்து என்ட்ரி எடுத்திருந்தா கூட இட்ஸ் அண்ட் 1:1 ட்ரேட். அது மேலே ஆல்மோட் இப்போ ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு 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 எஸ்என்டி லண்டன் லோ ஸ்வீப் ஒரு 1 மினிட் இன்வர்ஷனை மட்டுமே வச்சு ஒரு என்ட்ரி எடுத்திருக்கேன். எந்த அளவுக்கு பிளே அவுட் ஆகும் என்ன ஏது எதுவுமே இல்லை. லோ ப்ராபபிலிட்டி என்ட்ரி பிரதர். இந்த ஹானஸ்டா சொல்லணும், லோ ப்ராபபிலிட்டி என்ட்ரினா in 15 minutes or in 5 minutes or 3 minutes, I don't get any sort of market maker model. Like not even a proper structure in 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Liquidity at the bottom still has not been taken yet. So we just swept the London low, but still we have the liquidity at the bottom. If the liquidity leave untouched, if the liquidity remain to be untouched, it should be like it should form proper model. It should form SMT. Now it's an SMT, it's an inversion, but I need to see some sort of market maker model, like the valid model that's keep on telling me like come keep on showing me like this is fitting the bearish model and giving something some insights to go for buy. Then and then only I can think about go for buy. So what's the point now? I'm going for buy. No high def, no high def bias. 3 minutes or 5 minutes bias, no proper structure, no breakout structure with the displacement, no structure break, just the 1 minute inversion, just a 1 minute inversion. And liquidity also has not been taken fully yet. So what the fuck we are doing? It's going to stop me out for sure. It's bullshit, bro. It's totally utterly bullshit. Mm. Unless or until you unless or until you get an entry here, like unless or until the market which you're currently watching show or tempting you go for an entry, you are not allowed to go and see some sort of SMT thing. The SMT thing is the final thing. Like I have the entry, let me see whether it's an SMT or what. Yeah, it's an SMT as well. Okay, fine. Now it's a A plus model. That's how the trade idea should be. Got it. So let the market form some structure, bro. It's just break, drop, pull back, internal liquidity for me. Okay, drops lower, boom. Take the London session low. That's sweet. So we still have some liquidity. If this liquidity has been taken, what else I have in 15 minutes or in high time frame? Do I get anything? So technically speaking, I don't have anything after this. Maybe if I was like projecting this, I can have a good picture. Okay, it's good push, drops down. So we are at 50% level. If we sweep this low, if it's just print some like model, we could do target higher prices. Otherwise, if it's want to go slower, so it will be like this is the final target, right? At the equilibrium level, and we are just boom. it's better for me to go for sell. What's the point? Speed, structureship, holding. So it's better for me. We are inside the market maker buy more. It's better for me to look for shorts. So at least I'll need to wait for the liquidity to speak. Then if it's print a market maker buy model, then we can shoot some sort of highs. But now there's no point for me to go for buy instead of sell. And in according to 15 minutes, I don't find any range like maybe I can target the 75 DRT, right? Maybe I can target that because it's very kind of yeah. If it's continue to hold the price, maybe it's break this low. Maybe we can target the 75 DRT. But other than that, I don't have a proper target here. Honestly speaking. Even in 75 DRT, yeah, this is our first inversion candle. So we could expect the price to drop to this point. We can clearly see that sweep. Nice displacement, break of structure here, right? And the displacement, we literally break this last series of upwards and has been break. So it's easy for me to target this and expecting some lower prices. So don't go for buy unless and until it's really give you the entry mode to go for buy. I'll train my mental muscle to adapt this environment, bro. Now I'm okay. My decision making, my analysis, my everything is pretty good. But the thing is, I need to be pretty comfortable with executing the position and sit on my hands and kind of things like that. Swear, wait. Come on, man. This is it. சொன்னல கிரிக்கெட் எனக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் முன்னாடி நீ பைக் பண்ணி அப்படி அடி வாங்குவேன். அடி வாங்கி சாவு மார்க்கெட் கிட்ட. Try to read the market carefully, brother. Don't be a kid. You know, proper structure and form ஆகாம என்ன பண்ணாலும் it's waste of time. This is the structure, but you have to wait till this point, like around 148 ல இருந்து 224 வரை wait பண்ணி ஆகணும். You have not to get this. Otherwise you're going to get fucked up. Yeah. This is something you can mark up. This is something you can mark up. Because at this point we and all this liquidity, right? We and all this liquidity, we can mark up this. Maybe just from the liquidity, rebalancing this gap. Let me see what's going to happen next. And we also have, hmm, let me see. This is what I want. This is what I want. I want to see the liquidity sweep combined with this gap. So I want to see some sort of price action here. So we can look for some sort of longs, at least till this internal liquidity will break. This is the internal, at least to this internal liquidity. That's my plan. Nice push to that upside, 50% level drops down, deep pullback. So in forex, the thing is, you have to wait for this. You have to gone through. You have to stomach this huge pullback. If you can see this for this current swing, it gives you how much you can see this, right? So at this particular point, well, let's take this low. It was like how many pips, brother? If you, for example, if you enter this trade, sorry, if you enter this trade around this range, we are like 50, 30 pips up. Then it's dropped down to drawdown. Then it's dropped down to 17 pips from 14 to 17. Then it's dropped down to 6. Then it's dropped down to 20. Not 20, it's 19. So this is how it moves. It's not going to move like a straight line. It's kind of moves like a zigzag. Okay. Inversion, boom, pull back to that inversions. So we don't technically like to see base here. Not happened. So we get a break of structure, boom, pull back, boom, inversion, sweep. Again, this is the string that made this break, this sweep. And let me see what's happening for this thing. Pull back to this gap, drop down, boom. Now we got so all our liquidity has been taken care. So all our liquidity has been taken care. The thing is, bro, I want to sell here. I don't want to sell here. If the market keep on going down, I'm good. I'm just watching it. I'm just watching it. At the same time, I need to see like a solid law, solid model represents or not. Like the law has not been breached yet, right? We're just dumping, bro. We're just dumping. We're just we're just dumping, bro. Maybe suddenly they should be the target. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it seems like it's going to happen. It's just dumping. There's no point taking that buyout. And just keep on dumping. So good. Shot. Just fucking let it go. Should be once. They go. Spend this level pullback. Conditions stopped. Again, we get the conversion. You should just set from data with the stop on the high. Let it place. It's not it. యూనివర్స్‌లో మాట్లాడగలము. యూనివర్స్‌లో మొత్తం వచ్చేది చాలా కెట్టలేని జరగదు. You are like going to be fucked up. It won't work. Not it won't work in the sense it's alone not work. Netherlands, two innovations, some big displacement, plus this bit of structure. It's already proved me I'm going to get down right. That's எங்க வீட்டு மண்ணு தெரிஞ்சவங்க பாக்குறேன். டேக் பாயிண்ட் ஃபோக்கஸ் வீட்டுக்குள்ள போகாது. ஸ்க்ரோல் பண்ணாதடா. அவங்க வந்து ஒருத்தவங்க எப்படி நீ வந்து இந்த இடத்துல மிஸ் பண்றது? புரியுதா? Yeah, I like it. Sure.